Global tensions remain high today as multiple conflicts continue to unfold across key regions, with the Middle East once again at the center of attention. The situation involving Iran, Israel, Lebanon, and the United States is entering a delicate and unpredictable phase. While there is no full-scale war at this moment, the risk of escalation remains very real. Recent developments suggest that the conflict is shifting away from large-scale attacks and moving toward more controlled and strategic actions. Israel continues to carry out targeted operations, focusing on locations linked to Iranian influence, particularly in and around Lebanon. These operations are designed to weaken threats without triggering a wider war, but they continue to keep tensions high across the region. In response, Iran has taken a more measured approach. Rather than engaging in direct confrontation, it is applying indirect pressure through warnings, regional positioning, and support for allied groups. This strategy allows Iran to remain active in the conflict while avoiding a full-scale military response that could escalate the situation further. Lebanon remains one of the most sensitive areas in this conflict. The presence of Hezbollah, a powerful group backed by Iran, has turned the region into a key flashpoint. Exchanges along the border continue, with both sides showing restraint but also readiness. Any sudden escalation here could quickly expand the conflict beyond its current limits. At the center of global concern is the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway plays a critical role in global energy supply, and even the smallest disruption can have worldwide consequences. At this stage, shipping is continuing but under increased caution. Iran appears to be signaling its ability to control access without fully closing the route, creating uncertainty in global markets while avoiding direct confrontation. Meanwhile, the United States is carefully managing its role in the region. Donald Trump has not approved any major escalation, instead choosing to delay large-scale military action while keeping diplomatic channels open. At the same time, U.S. forces remain on high alert, ensuring readiness if the situation changes rapidly. This approach reflects a broader strategy, maintaining pressure while keeping the door open for negotiations. However, the balance is extremely fragile, and any miscalculation could shift the situation quickly. Beyond the Middle East, other global conflicts continue to add to the overall uncertainty. In Eastern Europe, the war between Russia and Ukraine remains ongoing. Fighting continues in key areas, with both sides relying heavily on drone warfare and long-range strikes. Despite months of conflict, neither side has gained a decisive advantage, turning the war into a prolonged and exhausting standoff. In Africa, the situation in Sudan continues to worsen. The ongoing conflict between rival military factions has created a severe humanitarian crisis, with thousands displaced and basic services disrupted. Despite the scale of the crisis, international attention remains limited. At the same time, tensions are rising in Asia. China has increased military activity near Taiwan, conducting drills and issuing strong warnings. While this has not escalated into direct conflict, it adds another layer of risk to an already unstable global environment. Taken together, these developments paint a clear picture. The world is not facing a single war, but multiple interconnected tensions unfolding at the same time. Global powers are avoiding direct confrontation, but they continue to test limits through indirect actions, strategic positioning, and controlled escalation. As we look ahead, the situation remains uncertain. The Middle East stands at a critical point where diplomacy and military action are happening simultaneously. The Strait of Hormuz remains a key pressure point. Lebanon continues to be a potential trigger for wider conflict, and global markets are closely watching every development. At the same time, ongoing wars in Ukraine and Sudan, along with rising tensions in Asia, are contributing to a broader sense of global instability. For now, the world remains in a state of cautious balance. There is no full-scale global war, but the number of active conflicts and rising tensions means the risk is always present. The coming days will be crucial in determining whether these situations move towards stability or further escalation.